Hey everyone, it's October 2nd, and this is what we are looking at in the stock market today. So the first thing I have up here is the daily chart in the S&P 500. And we can clearly see the primary trend is up, and it's been a trend we've been in for just about a year. But the short-term trend continues to look problematic. You can see the stock has kind of bounced around within the primary trend, and we are still within this primary trend, but the short-term chart has been down, and we are really looking to see if this support holds. If it does hold, then that means October is likely going to accelerate out of this, and we are going to see a substantial bullish move into the end of the year. All right, now if I want to pull up the weekly chart, I wanted to look at kind of how we've done in October in the past. And I've put these little arrows on the map here, and these arrows kind of indicate where October has started. Now, typically September is a rough month. September is usually a month filled with volatility, but October accelerates out of that with some bullish activity. And we can kind of witness that here. We can see, if I look at 2019, we can see we had a bit of volatility here, and then October accelerated out of that. Here's 2020, definitely some volatility heading into October, and then boom, you can see what happened after that. Again, here's 2021. Big drop in September, and then boom, bullish activity out of that. And then 2022. Now, 2022 was a terrible year. We're up at 4,300 in the S&P 500, and then a quick drop down to 3,500. So a quick 800-point move. You can remember everyone's running for the hills, running scared, but selling right here would have been the wrong thing to do. You would have wanted to buy as the market just completely accelerated over the next year. And this is where we are today. Today we're at this point, and we just saw a lot of volatility over the last couple of months. And what do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to continue to go down? Or do you think it's going to be like one of the last 4 years where it saw volatility in September and then accelerated out of it into October? Now, there's no crystal ball in this game, so to help get a better picture of what's likely going to happen, I'm also wanting to look at the TLT. And we can see at TLT, this is the bond index. Bonds have gotten beat up really bad over the last several months, and what we have now is an RSI that is extremely low. It's an oversold territory, but what's even more interesting is we have some bullish divergence forming. So this is when you have a lower low in the stock price but a higher low in the RSI over the same time span. You can see with these red lines, we have a lower low, yet a higher low in the RSI. And that means that stocks are likely going to accelerate out of this, and we're going to see bonds start to pick up momentum and increase in value. And if bonds increase in value, that means that rates are going to come down. And if rates are going to come down, then that means the dollar is likely to come down. So when we look at the dollar index, we can see that it's had an incredible couple of months, but that could be running out of steam. We can see here that it has an elevated RSI, and if we have a situation where bonds are going to increase in value, then that means interest rates are going to come down in value, and if interest rates come down, then that means the dollar is also coming down, and that means stocks are going to go higher.